Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Hey, let's just jump into this opportunity coming up in PFL, man, and the main event. Like, putting this whole fight together, like, what was the process like for you?
I turned down quite a few opportunities because so we waited for an opportunity, basically. I was given quite a few contracts and stuff, all of which I thought, I looked at the divisions in there, sort of looked at the divisions and wasn't too inspired by it. And so we waited, and I waited a long time, and that's obviously paid dividend now, because I had that call. I was on holiday, I had sex on the beach. Had a sex on the beach there, chilling out. That call, straight to action. Run into the sea, had a swim.
I love
I
it.
I can't swim, so it was kind of horrible.
Yeah, for sure. If you can't swim, yeah, man. The opportunity is to face Stevie Ray. A guy that's been around for a long time, a legend. Where he's from. Like, what do you think of him? Like his style and the matchup.
I got a lot of respect for Stevie. There's I'm a martial artist. I don't like this trash talking stuff. I think he's a good guy. Real good fighter. Good opportunity for me. But I think stylistically, I can see why they've matched the fight because, I'm quite known for my submissions, and so is he. So I think the scrambling exchanges are going to be, the grappling wrestling exchanges are going to be up there with some of the best, And I've got quite a small welterweight. I just can't make lightweight, so he's coming up from lightweight, so it's not going to look. He's probably going to be bigger than me, Again, I just got big balls,
Yeah. Yeah. He did look pretty big, man. Like when you guys squared off, like what'd you see in that face off that you guys did in July?
He's got beautiful blue eyes. No, I mean, everyone's bigger than me, You might have had heels on. You don't know, do you? I don't think I've ever landed a jab in my career, So it's not it's not new pastures for me. It's the sort of same old story, really. But yeah, I think he's a real good guy. Real good. As I said, I know a lot of his camp up there, like Paul Craig. A good mate to Paul Craig. Again, nothing but respect. I think it's awesome. Can't wait to fight. Really, really good to go. Like, if I'm honest, been a long time since I felt this sort of vigor. Bit of pep in my step, a reason to live.
A little anxiety, maybe. A good anxiety though.
Fuck, if you don't get scared about what you do, then when fighters, people say to me, "Oh, don't you get scared, or don't you get nervous?" Like, yeah. And I think it gets worse when you get a bit older as well. When you're young, as a young dumb full of cum, you just run at things. But when you're a bit older, you're a bit more aware of the consequences. But yeah, it's I'm all in for this fight,
Yeah, you mentioned, the reason why they put this fight together. Of course, you guys have a lot of submission wins on both sides. And, the style, though, like the style of grappling, like what makes yours different than his?
That's an interesting one. I think I'm going to be a stronger wrestler than him, to be honest. That being said, I believe he's going to be a strong wrestler as well, But yeah, I mean, he's picked up some interesting submissions like that twister stuff, and he's got good high credentials in jiu-jitsu. I think my style is a little bit more suited towards MMA, a little bit more position and pound, that sort of thing, really. But if I'm honest, and this might sound fucking a bit, I don't know, like a twat. I haven't watched him. I've let all my coaches do that. I have an idea of how he fights. I've seen some videos, only a little bit, but I leave that up to my coaches. I purely focus on myself. The the times I've watched my opponents and focus on them and think, I end up watching them hit me. Like, oh, if he's going to jab, okay, I'm going to work on that jab. You know what I mean? So I'm sort of leaving this one up to the boys, leaving it up to fate, and yeah, that's an interesting way to take a fight. I know, but.
Well, I've noticed, I talked to a lot of fighters, and a lot of fighters throughout the years as well. And I've noticed that kind of being more of a trend now is that fighters just let their coaches watch their opponents and then they focus on themselves. Where certain fighters, they would just be like focusing on the other guy the whole time, man. They're just obsessed with
Yeah,
the other guy.
yeah. I'm not really into guys. Like, I like women.
And sex on the beach? Is that
Hey,
it?
sex on the beach. Bring 2 women in, man. Hey, I'm going good.
No, man, agree. Yeah, then uh, I was looking at the Tapology, right? And there's this fight that you took last year, and
Yeah,
can you explain that situation? Because why did they have it as an ineligible record, part of your record or whatever?
I'm not too sure. I haven't complained. I'm sure I could get it overturned if I wanted. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, like, I was meant to fight someone else. I had an opponent come in about a week before. Um, all I saw though, he'd fought on Bellator, so I can't see how he's that ineligible. But I mean, at the end of the day, that was just going to be a crash test. I mean, it was
Mm-hmm.
meant to be someone better, but I didn't want all my work gone to waste. I picked the best of a bad bunch with that one. The promoter did. Shout out to Rage. Gary there, he did a lot of work to try and get someone in for me on short notice. As I said, that was always going to be a crash test. I mean, the idea was that it's easy to get work when you've got work. So I wanted to show that I was still out there. I was still working. I was still in the game, So that was purely behind that. And yeah, it hasn't gone on my record, but who cares? Records are fucking. Who cares about them?
Yeah, for real. Who cares, man? And yeah, man, like leading into this one, you've had a lot of time to prepare. You know what I mean? Like, how
Yeah.
does the setup look like for you this training camp?
Uh, if I, I mean, do you know what, I don't want to sound cliche or anything. I train all the time. I got, I run a gym full of fighters, so I'm always on the mat with them. I train 3 to 5 hours a day, every day. It's just when you get towards a fight, I have to. I'm a workhorse. Yeah, I love working hard. I can't stop it, and it's more. It was like more trying to have a bit of time off, and then come in guns blazing, rather than overcook myself. So yeah, we just wrapped the intensity up the last, about 8 weeks out. Just kind of even short, take down the sessions, shorten them, just get the quality rather than, just yeah, exactly that. Just increase the quality, take down the amount of time on the mat, and yeah.
Well, the level of grappling that you have, and the level of MMA that you possess, you must have other guys that are really, skilled in grappling as well. Because you got to be tested in the gym every day. So, like, who
Uh,
are the guys that you are like getting ready with?
yeah, I got my team. I got like Aaron Khalid and Jack Tucker. They helped me out loads. I did an hour last night. Shark Tank in 2 minutes apiece between them. I got big old Mike Seabass. He's fighting some Egyptian guy, but he's from London Shoot Fighters. Middleweight to fucking. He does to me what I do to everyone else, and he just annihilates me. But good luck to him in his fight in the next couple of weeks. So we've been helping each other prep, fucking he's done a few rounds with him. Like fucking hell, he's a beast. But yeah, I've got some good coaches in all individual disciplines. But I always I got most of my coaches are smaller. I got Iranian wrestling coach who's about 70K, same as my Thai coach, because I think. The small, not small you are, but like if you can't rely on power, then they have to be skilled. So I try and take as much from that as I can, and it increases my speed. I know I'm powerful. I know I can throw hard. I don't need that. I need to land. I need to be swift. I need to be, yeah. So yeah. I could be sparring with Charlie Sikwa Thursday. He's got a fight coming up as well. absolute beast in Hyon Muay Thai. He's fighting in 4 ounce gloves soon, which I'm not looking forward to that. Well, I'm not fighting in fucking 4 ounce gloves. You can fuck off. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Well, PFL, man, this is their second season, that they're putting through in Europe and PFL Europe. Man, how has it changed the game for a lot of the fighters, man? Because I think if the promotion wasn't around, like a lot of dudes probably would just be fighting for really smaller shows, right? Like, has it really changed the game around you and people around you?
Yeah, well, the more shows, the better, because of course, if there's just got a one tier sort of system, then not everyone can fight. There's a lot of good fighters that get excluded for whatever reasons. The with PFL, they're giving people the opportunity to come in from. I like it because they're signing people who've only just had 1 or 2 fights, giving them an opportunity. Mainly like hometown fighters, up and comers, to fight on big cards and make a name for themselves, and so. With the fact they're still running Bellator as well, the more shows the better. I mean, as I said, it's a good fighters market, because if there's only one route, then they own the market. They can pay what they want to pay, and they're not PFL offering good money in sense of like they call it tournaments and stuff. One opportunity for grassroots fighters to come through and I win like 100 grand in the European, go on from there. By the way, Jack Grant definitely going to win that the European season, man. He's a good fighter, real good.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to win it. So shout out to Jack, boy.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Jack Grant, man. He's phenomenal.
Yeah,
man.
Man. I can't believe he ever made lightweight though. Fuck, he's twice the fucking size of me. Like, as I said, I know I'm smaller, but fuck, man, he's a unit.
Some dudes, man. Some dudes, they just
nice
can lose the weight. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, man. Like, what's the plans for you though? I mean, you're taking on Stevie Ray, but like this is a huge opportunity. But like, do you have a plan for yourself for the next couple of years? Do you plan on going back to Bellator? Do you want to get into the tournament? Like, what are choices do you have for yourself?
I've sort of signed the contract for the European tournament. I've been given a handshake for another fight. And one thing I like about PFL, they keep you active. Best I've ever been was when I was fighting every 3 months, so I wouldn't mind getting back to that, even though it's a toll on the family, because you got to deal with me being a fucker, and of course I don't sleep with the missus then, she's which she gets a bit arsey about, like. So let's keep the ball rolling. Interesting fight. NCAP versus Baki. No, I lost to NCAP. I got caught with a spinning back fist, but till then I thought I was up on the cards. So, get through Stevie Ray, and maybe you could look at that fight. That really interests me. As a rematch with NCAP or Baki, but of course I've got a job to do first. I've got a job. I can say all I fucking want, but I got a real test, a real Goliath. Size opponent in front of me first.
What do you expect in this fight against Stevie Ray? In the main event, like this is you get the platform, man. I love to see people get the platform and the exposure, right? So like Stevie Ray has beaten some huge names. You face some huge names. What do you see?
Yeah, I mean, he's fought some. He's beat some fucking big names, bigger than me. But as I say, it's a real Goliath sort of test for me. Mm-hmm. But I like being the underdog, and I furiously want to win. I'm working hard for it. The fight, I can only. It's difficult to say. I know what I'm going to do, but I'm sure at some point one of us is going to want to go to the ground, and that's where it's going to really test us both. In terms of, obviously, it's his first fight at welterweight, so that's going to be draining for him, and of course the styles. He's going to be. I think it's going to be quite a frantic pace on the floor and wrestling, and it's going to be really exciting because of the level of jiu-jitsu. I think we're both fit guys. Well, should be fit. You fight, but that it's going to be all over the place. It's going to be a lot of movement for top control, a lot of attempts at takedowns and stuff like that. And I think at the end of it, I think I can't imagine it being an early win, but I think the end of it will end up both last round on our feet, both pretty fucking exhausted, both giving it all in sort of grappling exchanges, just trying to slug it out.
Yeah.
Both trying to take victory, like, you know, both kind of maybe nullified each other in the grappling exchanges, and both trying to put on a full stop at the end of the fight, you know, that type of shit. Some real cool shit, cool fighting shit.
Yeah, man, I think a lot of people are looking forward to this one. And, you know, like a lot of times they'll look at you guys and be like, yeah, these guys are going to be, they're grapplers. They have so many submission wins. And then when you guys touch gloves and you guys start bagging it out, we're like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Like that could happen. You never know, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it starts big fights. And I think, as I said, we're both going to test each other in the grappling exchanges 100%. But then, of course, you get the last round, you know, you're heavy, you're tired, and it's going to be kind of who wants it sort of most, I think, in the tie-in exchanges. And, well, you know, it's going to be me. So.
There you go. September 28th, PFL Europe 3, Glasgow. Lewis, thank you so much, man, for taking the time, and all the best in the upcoming fight, and you know, whatever step is next after this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you chat with old young money out in Thailand, is it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, good guy, man. Good guy.
Yeah, super good, man. A huge future for him too, man. I see it. Like,
definitely. Yeah, no, I've known him a long time, like, and I scrolled a few pages. Nice to see him on there, like. Hey, Levi.
yeah.